Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tried to do a video earlier today to explain some things to y'all, but the system said, "Nah, you ain't doing no video, not this morning." And so it's this evening, and so hopefully it will let me do it this evening. This is a 12-hour in front of the computer day. Had a consult earlier today. That was a difficult consult because that was someone informing me of something that definitely should not have been done. And giving them a solution for that was rather tricky. But they have their solution, and if they apply the information, they should be all right. Had another individual who I got a lot of people who are waiting till the last minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we can correct things at the last minute. That's fine. But you're not going to get the best results waiting until the last minute. I know. 500. Shut up. If you had an attorney that you could pay $500 to just to do a motion for you, pay him. Why? Because in your mind, you think, oh, he knows what he's doing. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what's going on by just talking. You'll be able to see the picture in your own minds. A $400 billion lawsuit. Judge asking us to respond by a certain day, providing proof to him, or he was going to dismiss it. Man, all the other times they're quick to respond, to check me, to put me in my place. I ain't heard a word. Now I know he's gonna watch this video because they do watch the videos, people, and then he's gonna respond. I don't care. I don't care how he responds, what he responds. There's nothing he can do. They're in default. He can't undo their default. They can't undo their default. He's looking for something I did wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. You see, he was gonna document non-response for failure to prosecute. That's why I've been letting you guys know exactly what we've been sending to the court. Ain't no failure to prosecute. We sent the copy to all the parties. They're the ones who have not responded when they had a duty to respond. And I'm okay with them not responding. Look, he cannot default them in $400 billion with all of these people in this lawsuit. It's impossible. He can't do that. Do you guys not understand the catch 22 he's in right now? Yeah, see, if he grants the default, that means everybody who sent the letter to the court, whether the court received it or not, all you got to do is have proof that you sent it. Okay, that's how simple it is. They all get to be a part of the monies and the foreclosures and the and, oh Lord, you guys, if only you knew the position they're in. So they have no idea what they're going to do, and that's why they're going to wait to respond because they're trying to outthink me, and they can't because I've been planning this for years. I didn't just do this last week. I've been planning this for years. I sat inside of this wonderful little cubicle called a cell, figuring this stuff out. They thought they were punishing me. I told you guys I went to school. I went to college. I got myself a college education because I got to study unimpeded without any interruptions. They tried to interrupt, but they didn't. So let me explain to you all what's going on. I've sent my 1099s to the Internal Revenue Service. Just that simple. One set they've had for 3 months. The first half of it, 3 months. Not a single response. I don't care if well, they could take up to 100 days to respond to you. I don't care. My job was to send it to them to document the record. That's all. Because they are dollar for dollar. That's dollars, people. Sorry. Elon Musk ain't got nothing. Dollar for dollar, everyone. Now, I don't care about that. I was just doing it to prove that I could. Why? Because it was the mountain that was in front of me. It needed to be conquered. No, $400 billion. How do I join the lawsuit? Those of you who want to know about the $400 billion lawsuit, it is not too late to join. All you have to do is go watch the videos on $400 billion. I'm not going to repeat the steps here. Go and watch. Sorry, there are a lot of people who want something for free instead of doing the research. All they have to do is type in $400 billion on the EON channel, and they can see exactly what they need to do. Other people want updates. Look here, everyone. This is not your show. You will get updates when I give them to you. When it's time for an update, I will update everybody at the same time. I will not update you individually. You email me, you contact my company asking for updates about this lawsuit, and you will be blocked. You will not be allowed to contact ever again. I don't care if you are a client. If you don't know how to listen, then we will block you. It really is that simple. I don't have time for your impatience and your ignorance. When somebody says don't do something and you choose to do it anyway, that's called ignorance. So I'm going to let you ignore me. And at the same time, I'm going to ignore you. So don't get mad. You feel me? I feel you, homie. Okay. The catch 22 the judge is in, the same one that the other judge who working together with this one because they contacted each other. I could tell by the way they both operated at the exact same time. They're in the very same boat. See, the one who decided to call me an it and an entity, ladies and gentlemen, that idiot using those racial slurs. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't call a person of color an it or an entity. You see, my mother was the first to teach me that when I was young. See, they don't know what type of education we get when we're young, especially when we live in the middle of the so called hood. The first words come out of my mother's mouth is, "Don't you dare call anybody out of their name." She made sure of that. Why? Because she helped us to understand that's how people of color had been treated for so long. Individuals calling them out of their name. Why do you think a person of color don't let you call them boy when you're of a different race? Why do you think that invokes so much anger? It's called dehumanization. That's how they dehumanize you, is by calling you out of your name. This idiot called me an it, okay? Called me an entity, but he tried to make it seem like it was so innocent that he was referring to something else. But no, he wasn't because he kept referring to it and entity with reference to myself. You see, he thought that he was being slick. The only problem is his skin color was the wrong color to be playing games like that on the record. So I lit him a new one, and there's nothing he can do about it because he dug that hole for himself. He's stuck in that hole. He did everything in his power to dismiss that case. Now he lost all of his power by playing games with me. I don't want it to be that way. I'm tired of battling with these idiots because they think they're smarter. They think they can outmaneuver me. They think that they can outthink me. They only went to school, people. They only sat in a stupid classroom and learned those stupid tricks. I didn't sit in the classroom. I've watched them. I've gone to courts and sat and listened to them. I listened to how they talk. I had to learn their language. No, that wasn't easy. That was a feat, learning their stupid language. So I can't tell you everything I'm working on in the background. I wish I could, but there are certain things that I just can't talk about right now. But I will let you know. I promise you what I'm working on, nobody else is working on. I can promise that. How do you know nobody else? Because I just said it, idiot. Well, you don't know nobody else. I know exactly what everybody else is doing. They're following the leader because Rakim will say peace. I apologize. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I can tell you is that some of the things I'm working on is for the benefits of all of our clients. So that eventually people will find out. We have a new program coming out. Our new program is for those, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why many of you cannot get out of the system and you've been trying so hard for all these years, because of all of the adhesion contracts. We're going after all of the adhesion contracts with our next program. Um, It's going to cost us $300 to send out the notifications per client. $300 because we have to send out everything certified or priority mail. Sorry, we have to have proof that it was actually received. So that's $10 per envelope, and there's going to be over 30 of them being sent out to the right places. Can't tell you that those no, no, can't tell you what those places are right now because too many people will try to outdo us. When I mentioned to you guys about our programs, there's somebody out there trying to duplicate it. Okay, there's somebody out there trying to compete with us because they don't have any ideas of their own. But that new program will be starting up sometime at the end of December. We're not ready yet. We're still putting all the pieces together. It has taken us almost 6 months to formulate this. But we have it where we need it to be, the right agencies and so forth. See, we had to also figure out, well, what do we do if they don't respond? That was the main hurdle for the last 4 weeks. What do we do if these idiots don't respond? That right there is everybody's problem. What happens if they don't respond to what we wrote, what we're saying, what we're doing? Well, we have a solution for that. There is a remedy at law that doesn't involve the courts. Woohoo! I can't do the woohoo thing because I'm tired. So we'll let you guys know about that as time goes on. But for right now, just understand that $400 billion, you all need to be doing your 1099-Cs. If you don't understand, go to the EON channel, go to YouTube, type in EEON, then hyphen, then the word space, then the word lesson, Lesson, and watch the lesson series. There are only 4 videos. They're 9 minutes each. 4 videos, total of 50 minutes almost. And that's it. And you will understand how to do the 1099-Cs and the K1. And you will understand how to get your credits and you'll be ready for tax season. And then data mass. Data mass is prepared and waiting for you guys. There is a new filing they're going to be doing for all the clients that's going to help them. Like you have all of these other companies promising you a bigger refund. Well, that's what Data mass is getting ready to do. They're not going to promise it to you. They just understand they know what they're doing. We'll be talking about that over the next 2 weeks, finishing their training. And there you go. Now, again, I don't work for DataMass. As a matter of fact, I don't work for any of my companies. I volunteer all of my services. I get paid a salary, but my salary has been deferred for over 20 years now. Man, a deferred salary is the best salary in the world. If you guys only knew how many how many individuals do deferred salaries. You really don't know, but hell, and non-cash items, when you mix that together, now some people are starting to catch on because I have conversations with other people and they're starting to catch on to what I'm talking about. I've been doing this since 1998, the deferred salary thing, because I created the what we refer to as grant funds. It's cryptocurrency without being called cryptocurrency. They're called grant funds. I created them in 1998. Okay, all of my companies, we don't pay anybody in so-called cash. We pay them in grant funds always. Always. Every company I've ever started since 1998, including the Legal Redress Commission, everybody's always been paid in grant funds. So when I heard somebody talking about cryptocurrency, I'm like, man, I did that. Y'all have no idea what's coming next. Okay. I'm smiling because I like the stuff that I am allowed to come up with. And I say allowed because remember, I'm supposed to be brain dead. I'm supposed to be a vegetable. I'm not even supposed to be alive. 18 minutes clinical death. Yet I'm allowed to come up with certain information because the God that I serve allows me. And I'm grateful for that. He's aware of that. But I have to give him the credit. It ain't me. I ain't did nothing. And he allows me to understand this. And so, thus, it works. It fucks. It really fucks. All right, look, I have to go. There's been, um, there's been a lot of stupidity. Okay, a lot of stupidity. Ooh, and I am I'm so sorry that I've been having to deal with all of this stupidity. It's a lot of stupidity, and I'm so sick and tired of these idiots. Well, anyway, y'all have a good day, and we will speak to you later, all right? Goodbye, y'all. Leave 'em a dirty. Adios.